Next up, everybody, Brett Yanofsky has not only beaten God of War 2018, but this year he has rolled credits on none other than Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh,
Can you believe that shit?
I can't, actually.
A hole for the applause. Thank you.
Give him the coaster.
Yes.
Give me that back. That's my coaster.
Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. Anyway, so I have rolled credits now on Horizon Forbidden West. This is a sequel to Horizon for Zero Dawn, and I never did roll credits on that one because I just gave up on it.
I couldn't believe that. I remember you being such in love with that, and I'm the one who beat you to it.
I know. It was weird. It was crazy. And this one, I was like, I'm going to power through it. I'm going to make it happen. So I eventually got to the point where I like skipped all the side quests and I just like rolled through the storyline, and then eventually got to the point. By the way, this is a spoiler heavy discussion. There will be talks on the ending of Forbidden West. So if you haven't beat Forbidden West yet, look at the show notes and jump forward to the next discussion topic.
It's been like 6 months plus.
Yeah.
Hey, it took
normal people
4
beat
years,
this game.
5 years, no, 4 years to beat God of War. So
Well,
yeah.
you get spoiled, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
At that point, 4 years, you're getting all the spoilers.
Anyway, so Forbidden West, as I've beaten the game, like there was something I had a feeling at the end of this game, and you know I figured when I finished it and whatever, I was just like, okay, I'm done with this game, move on, whatever. When I got to the end of it, I was like, did I actually like this game?
Oh.
Like I think
Ooh,
I
hate that feeling.
I think I did.
Oh.
Like
You think you did? That's not a good sign.
No.
Well, because there was so many points where I was like, okay, this is some of the dialogue was kind of I actually didn't think the dialogue was terrible, but there was like a lot of things that were just this game is just there's a lot to this game.
Yeah.
And what I came down to it is there is just way too much in this game. There is way too many side quests, way too much bullshit activities you can do. Way too much like skill tree upgrade stuff that doesn't make any sense to me.
Oh, I hated
you
the
have,
skill tree.
You have
skill
these
tree
like
is terrible.
you have these like passive you have these
played
like
it.
abilities you could activate. I forgot that I even had them.
Yeah.
And then I realized like halfway into the game you unlock all these like other abilities with your your arrows and your swords or whatever that I also forgot I had. Not your swords, your spears
Spear.
that I forgot I even had. So I'm sitting here, it's like all these things I could have been doing with like volleying 3 shots of arrows. I'm like, I forget that's even there. Because there's just so much stuff in it.
Just added a bunch of stuff.
And then with all the weapons, it's like you have like 10 different types of like elemental damage things. And like there was a point where I had all the weapons set up where every single weapon had 3 different types of ammo on it. So I had this wheel
that's right. Yeah, that's
of like
right. That's
25
right.
different things to choose from. I'm like, I can't think that fast about all this stuff. There's just too much there.
Yeah, I remember that you having to go out and like upgrade these things and find new armor and get all like, I guess crafting the ammo wasn't that crazy, but
Yeah.
No.
I just felt like it was a little more complicated than normal. Than it should
They
have
should
been.
have just like took that
And
out completely.
I could
Right.
never find there would be armor I want, but like it sucked.
Yeah.
Or armor that was really good and I did not like it. Like, what is she wearing right now? What is this? I don't want to wear that.
She's got a little like freaking spike on her head or
They
something.
needed a transmog
Fish, yeah.
system.
What's so
Yeah.
weird, like this game is the type of game that someone would enjoy if this is the only game they play this whole entire friggin' year.
100%.
Like, it's just too much.
But the topic of this whole entire discussion here is what we want from the next Horizon game.
Nothing.
Because, so ignore Jason. So the first Horizon game was such a good breath. Like it felt like a breath of fresh air. I think
Like a Breath of the Wild.
yeah, like a Breath of the Wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Before Breath
so
of the
new
Wild.
and different, and it was just like the story was interesting. Like the world was interesting with all the technology like mixed
Yeah.
in and all
Yeah.
that stuff, like tribalness and the technology, and like all in all, it was like a really well done game.
Yeah.
and the world was
Most
really
underrated
nice.
game of that year.
I agree. Yeah, because it came out. What was it,
Of
like
that
2
year.
weeks
Oh, okay.
before? That one came out before another big game too. What was it?
God of War.
I think it was God of War. No.
No,
It was
wasn't
before God of
It was
War.
well before God of War. This game came out in 2017. So remember, I played it when I had my accident.
Oh, Fortnite.
No.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about. Oh, for 2017. Okay.
It was like literally something else came out like right before. It might have been like a Bloodborne or some shit like
Breath
that.
of the Wild.
Oh, was it Breath of the Wild? Oh, you know what? I bet you it was that.
So let's see.
That tracks.
Here we go. 2017 Rewind Game Awards. Yeah, that, I think.
No, I think it was Breath of the Wild came out right
look at the
right
winners.
after. Like I think, yeah, the Switch came out like
Cuphead.
2 weeks
Oh, look at
after
that.
this game dropped.
Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice was out. Nier Automata. Overwatch. Oh, that must have been.
Yeah. But no, that's what it
not a
was.
good
This game came out a couple weeks before the Switch dropped. And then the Switch dropped, and then like everybody forgot about this game. Just like
Wolfenstein's
they brought this out
2.
before
Yeah.
Elden Ring. So
Yeah, wow. What an
Yeah.
interesting year.
I know.
Oh, yeah, like Resident
Resident Evil 7, Biohazard.
It's time back
Super
then,
Mario
man.
Odyssey.
Oh, yeah.
Man. Yeah, dude, this is a crazy time for it to come out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, so that game was really, really good. And then this game came out. I was really hyped for it, especially because they were showing like, oh man, look, like San Francisco is going to be in here and all this stuff. Well, San Francisco was in there for like 2 seconds. And I was really disappointed by that because like I worked so hard to get to the island where San Francisco was. And I get there, I see the Golden Gate Bridge for like a hot second, and then nothing else looks like San Francisco.
Oh.
And you were there on that island for like maybe 2 hours of the entire game, which I ended up, when I rolled credits, I think I put 35 hours in this game.
35?
35, yeah. So that's what the extent was on the time there. And yeah, so I mean, like one of the things I wanted to go through is just like they set this game up with the ending where you have these like far zenith people who basically were running from something. You find out at the very end, and you have this big huge fight, and then the next game is very well set up for like, okay, you have this big huge like sentient AI thing that's coming out to kill everybody, and they're going to destroy the earth, and nobody can stop it. Nothing can stop it. And you play this whole entire game chasing after Silas, because Silas has a weapon that he built that'll tear down the shields of the Zeniths that you normally can't take down with an arrow.
Yeah.
Because they have these fancy shields and shit like that. Well, now you have a bigger threat who's coming after you, and it's like, well, how are we going to stop that thing? But there's apparently going to be a way, and we're going to figure it out because we're Aloy and friends, and we can make it happen, right?
One less
But
friend.
what I really want to have happen with this game is I want them to focus in on like the story and making it just way, way better, because there's so much in this game that was just unnecessary. So much unnecessary bullshit that could have been cut out and made it 20 times better. Because like one of the things that I thought was really cool was at the very, very end, when you roll credits, the credits aren't just like, here's a bunch of credits popping through. But one of the last things you do is you go and hack, you take over and learn how to hack a sunwing, and it lets you then fly. So now you can now fly through all of the land.
Oh, that's pretty.
And so you can summon it just like a mount. So whenever you want, you can just be like, I want my sunwing. You hop on the sunwing, you can fly around the fucking place and just go wherever you want. And it's awesome.
And you control it.
You control it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it comes down, it lands, it actually comes down and picks you up. It like grabs you off the ground and
That's
throws
pretty
you on its
cool.
back. And then you go up and fly around, and you can like do dives, you can do twists and all this stuff. And you can also uncover the map that way. So any fog of war you haven't uncovered yet will open up and open that area up. But it makes
cool.
it so much faster to just like get from point A to point B. And what it made me realize was like, this may be the best open world I've ever seen. Once I was going through all this
Define
and just
that.
exploring, just like from a visual perspective, from an art direction perspective, just the art direction of all the different types of tribes and just how unique and different they are. Everyone has like a theme and a style and a design to it, to the far zeniths that have a very different look and appearance to them. And just like the fact that when you go anywhere you go in this world, there's nooks and crannies and crevices and things that like I want to explore.
you like the art
I
direction.
want to run through. Yeah, I think it's
I
it's a
agree
beautiful
with you on
game.
that. Yeah, it is. And it seems lively as well
yeah.
as you go through.
Yeah. It's lively, and it's like, I mean, there's parts in here that you like don't even realize as you start playing. It's like not only is the whole entire world above ground gorgeous, but like there's a lot of shit that you do like underground
Water.
too. Like there was a whole part when you go to Vegas. Did you guys get to the Vegas
Yeah,
part?
I got to the Vegas part.
Yeah. So there's a part where you go to Vegas, before you realize it's actually Vegas, you dive deep underground and you start exploring through these caverns to like, that's where you first get your ability to like have the snorkel where you can like swim underwater. And we were going through down there. I mean, it's just like deep cavernous like areas that you can explore. And then once you come out, there you find that there was like this like light thing happening in Vegas that once you found the power to turn the power back on, illuminated what the buildings used to look like back when Vegas was Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So it basically like fills in the ruins with all these beautiful colors of lights and things like that like was just like awe-inspiring. I was like, I've never seen anything like that before in a video game. And like seeing the design of like the area you go to where the bad guys are, like where the base that they built was so futuristic looking and stuff like that. And just like to all the moss and just like dirtiness of everything as you're rolling through all this stuff. It's like every inch of this entire map that is gigantic was meticulously designed and detailed. And it was mind blowing how detailed this game was. And I've never played a game like that. Like even God of War, I don't think is as detailed as this game. And God of War is beautiful, but it's like a smaller scale. This is like the biggest, like the fact that they were able to get this much detail like in something so big is kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. But I think it's just sad that given the story and go back and watch our review and what we've said in the past about this. Like I had an issue with this game, obviously, and it's sad that I can't appreciate this game more.
Yeah.
Because of story, because of characters, because of character development and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just like so taken out. I felt like there was a shift. I mean, after God of War 2018, I think there was just a big, like, you can really boil down a story to like these two characters and throw in people here and there to make it a really awe-inspiring story that really grips you and takes you in and heartwarming, and you get really attached to them. And then with God of War Ragnarok, it opens up to this. The characters are well defined, like you understand them, you understand their dynamic, and you want to see that dynamic change. And at the same time, you get more and more characters, and that's like, in the first one, I wanted more storytelling, I wanted more lore, I wanted to know about the world, and you get that in this one. And when it comes to this game, it's not the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of interesting things here. I think because I watched the lore video before this game came out.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, I think it could have been done a lot better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not going to go into like what I really didn't like about it, but go watch our videos about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like there's a lot of lore and a lot of story in this game, but the problem is it's just like a bunch of filler.
Yeah.
Like there was so much, like
filler.
every single person you talk to, you have 5 different dialogue options. You can ask more questions, and there's so much there to comprehend and like take in. But I don't want to sit here and just listen to a talking head.
Yeah.
Like, and if they would have cut all that out, because like even towards the tail end, like when I first meet the Zenith lady that you eventually like befriends you or whatever, like she had a whole shit ton of stuff you can go through and talk about. And every time you interact with a person, you come back to your base to like, turn in one of the pieces of Gaia or whatever you have to do. There's more dialogue trees you can do with every single character that you collect. And I'm like, if they would have stopped spending all the time on that dialogue, which is not bad dialogue, but none of it's good. It's just fine.
Well,
If they would have cut all that out, like the story could have been so much richer and more rewarding because they wouldn't have had to waste all the time on all the other bullshit.
Well, Horizon Zero Dawn was coming off the coattails of other games like that, where we had the expansive dialogue, answer all these questions, and then you get to God of War, because I feel like that's a super defining moment in where we are now. It's like, here's a story, you're going to listen to the dialogue, and it's super intriguing and everything. And I think because of that, like because of where we are now, like storytelling with video games, like people want to they want the experience.
Yeah.
And then, because I remember diving, because I'm a BioWare fan, I want to listen to all this stuff.
Yeah.
I want to know it. And
Right.
it was just like, this isn't worth it.
Yeah.
Just get me through this stuff. Get me on to the next. I'm getting bored. I don't want to know anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
But back to the topic.
I really feel like there's so much potential in like a 3 version of this, finding a nice medium. Cut down on the story, the bullshit extra dialogue, cut down on all the extra RPG mechanic elements and stuff like that, the crafting elements, trim it down, simplify it, make it more streamlined and more, because there's some stuff in here that I'm like, I don't need like, there's literally 5 different types of ammo that does kind of the same thing. And
That's
it's
right.
like I had an
ammo.
explosive weapon and I had a flame weapon, and another thing that's like an advanced explosive weapon. I'm like, I don't need both of those. I just need something that blows shit up. I need something that catches fire. I need something that ices it. I need something that does acid, and like that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like cut it back to the basics and like leave it at that. and trim it down. And like, there's so much potential here. And I really think like the world, like, I don't want them to have to like build another world this size, because like I can't imagine how long this world took to build.
Oh, they're gonna make it bigger.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. That doesn't need to be bigger. You know, it's like I was not able to explore this entire world. I would like to, but it's just like I got to the point where I was like, there's just too much stuff here to like go through.
Yes.
And we need to simplify it. And that's what I do like about God of War so much, is that it kind of feels like a game from, we were just talking about Evil West being a game from 5 years ago. Yeah. God of War seems like a game from 5 years ago, but in the best ways. Whereas Evil West is the worst ways, or seems like the worst ways. God of War is like, no, this is a linear game. Like, it's very, very linearly pathed. Like, if you were to go over the top of that like cliff over there, there's probably like nothing rendered in that game, in God of War. And so what you're experiencing in the space that you're in is like super highly detailed, but beyond the walls of like what they let you see, there's probably nothing there. But this game, it's like every nook and cranny is incredibly well detailed. And it's amazing that they were able to pull that off and make it look so good and run so good. Yeah. But it just sucks that the story just like broke it.
Well, this is going the way of Ubisoft, where there's a lot of quantity and not a lot of quality.
Yeah.
Well, God of War was like, let's give a lot of quality, not a lot of quantity.
So I was just really bummed about that. But I have so much. When I got to the end of it, I was like, man, there's so much potential here. Because I love the setting, I love the ideas, and I love this like dichotomy between like, these tribal people mixed in with the futuristic, like, and all the futuristic like technologies and stuff, like going through the cauldrons where you go to like hack this stuff and everything. I mean, that the level of detail and just level of detail is just fascinating. Yeah. I mean, it was so I've never seen anything like it. And I just wish they just toned it down and brought it simpler and stuff like that. Yeah. Because I think this game could be such a good one. And I also, another thing I want to do is, I think this game would be perfect for co-op.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah. Yeah. I want so badly to like slightly smaller world, less dialogue bullshit, still have all the cool ways you can take down the dinosaurs or the dinosaur robot machines, but give me a friend in there.
A friend would be fun. Or 4. I would actually like
friend or 3.
Yeah, or 3. Yeah, I think 4.
4
because like raiding the settlements and shit like that, it would be like Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Like this, really, the way that they set this game up, it is perfect setting to maneuver into a co-op game.
Yeah. I thought that's what they were slowly introducing. Whenever they introduced your friend, he was always following you around. It's just like, I have a feeling they might introduce a co-op mechanic to this.
That'd be cool to have something like that, because
I would
feel like
most definitely like love that game.
It's like, how do they actually implement that? They would have to have like a multiplayer feature outside of the main game that's in the same world.
Yeah, that's in the same world.
Aloy is too big of a character to like try to be like, hey, because I was thinking like, oh, maybe you create your own character now, and you create your own tribe.
You can pick a tribe of some sort that is out of the tribes that you meet, and it's based off the class.
But because of where we are, Aloy in the main campaign has to be the main part, but then you have this like other element to it where you can go in and be like, hey, let's raid stuff, let's create, I don't know, freaking settlement or whatever.
This game would be fun as co-op.
Yeah, that would be great.
I mean, they've created so many like side characters now that are really like interesting and cool. I mean, they had too much bullshit dialogue in there, but like the one dude that you meet who he has like the mustache and stuff like that. It's kind of short hair. Like he's got a lot of character. He's really interesting. He's really funny. He's a great character. The Varro guy who, spoilers, unfortunately passed away. He was so good. Like, he was a really well designed character. Murdered. Sorry. Yeah. He got straight up fucking stabbed in the chest.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of characters in here that like were really unique that I would love to play as them, honestly. If Aloy wasn't such like a baller badass at everything. Even this girl who's like, she's basically a clone of you, or what we're watching is like, basically there's a girl that's like, they call her Beta. And she's like a clone of you that the Zeniths created in order to like get access to the things they need to get access to or whatever. But she's got a mind of her own and stuff like that. But she's super powerful, so she has all these like abilities she can do and everything that would make it really fun and interesting to play. Maybe let us play the Zeniths as a Zenith, where we can like float and shit and like shoot like guns.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far. I like the whole
Yeah, I like the more tribal stuff,
Yeah.
but
So
yeah.
what if we took a break from the story, stayed in the same world, but created like a new game with it to take a break, just like filler in a way.
Like a Ghost of Tsushima mix where it's like you bring out the co-op version of it where you can like do like co-op
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
But like it's its own game
Yeah.
and you hold us over until, the next game. Which is probably not going to happen given where we are. Like there's one more game
Who
left.
fucking
most
knows,
likely.
man? Maybe they'll come out
true.
with DLC, a
Hey.
free one saying, hey, the whole world's open. You can play with 4 people and go explore, go hunt down dinosaurs, go hunt down.
Here's your battle pass.
Yeah, here's your. I would buy that battle pass. For
I
this
mean,
game.
imagine like you're able to get friends and then just like go in the world, kind of like New World.
Yeah.
And you have like tribes and you
Yeah.
fight each other.
And I think what
That's too much, but
it is because this game is mostly a single story player experience.
Yeah.
And I think that's. But what makes it want to be a multiplayer experience is because of all the bullshit they put into it.
Yeah.
All the side missions, all the raiding, all the cauldrons, everything. They throw so much into it that you feel like you kind of need a buddy or something to go around and help you out. Or just
Check off a list of everything.
check off lists of everything.
Well, and they did. There's so many moments in here where you're like, Aloy has somebody who wants to go with her out
Yep.
in the adventure. And then she's like, no, I got to do this on my own. I'm like, Aloy, just let the fucking guy come with you. Like, let them just hang out. You might need it. And they end up showing up anyway at some point. But it's just like,
and I needed you.
I don't need to go run around by myself everywhere, wherever we go.
God, that would be a beautiful experience to do, actually.
Yeah.
Well, this is like the first game I want to see a multiplayer and not see more of the campaign. Like,
Yeah.
just the world's cool enough. Let me just play in it
Yeah.
with my friends.
I mean, because like I mentioned earlier, with like when you got that Sunwing and you got to the credits and stuff like that, like I literally sat there and watched all like 15 minutes of the credits because you're just riding a Sunwing. You don't control anything. It's just flying through every part of the world that you've explored, and it's just, I mean, it was just amazing to see how gorgeous this game was. And I want to get in that world again, but I don't want to have to do all that bullshit. I don't want to listen to all that stupid dialogue. I want better dialogue, a better. Like I think the actual push of like finding all the different machine pieces and stuff like that was interesting, but they just need to make the characters a little bit stronger. They need to make the pull out all the extra bullshit side quest stuff and make a co-op, and then you'll have a great game and take us somewhere new. Who knows where? I don't know where they take us to, but I think it could
I
be
feel
cool.
like, let's see.
Somebody said like Southern California.
Man, Southern California. That's
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
That's as big as we're getting?
yeah. Who knows?
Man, maybe.
Yeah.
I was thinking like maybe South America or something.
Yeah.
But they
They're
kinda-
doing a Netflix show on it.
Yes.
Wow.
There was also talk that they're making this into Horizon MMO, and I saw that headline. I was so excited, and then I saw that the MMO was for mobile, and then I got really, really sad.
There's an MMO for mobile for this game?
There apparently there's rumors that it's being worked on. Yeah,
That's what we just talked about.
I know. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
stupid man, so stupid.
They're going to have a
But-
battle pass.
Yeah. So fingers crossed they fix the story in the next game. Make the world amazing like it already is. It's gorgeous. It's incredible. But don't give us a bunch of bullshit. Don't do Ubisoft, okay?
Interesting. And October 5th, they said that additional projects of the remaster Horizon Zero Dawn for the PS5, rumors suggested that multiplayer title for the consoles and PC is also being explored by Guerrilla Games.
Oh, wow. So they already know what we want.
And they're not any strangers to it. They did Killzone before this, so
Yeah.
they're able to pull that off.
I mean, there's a lot of, even if they gave us a battle royale, I think I'd take that.
I mean, this would be a badass world for Battle
I
Royale.
know. I mean, imagine you can pick your
What if there's
tribe.
1,000 players?
Dude, that'd be great. No, I mean, I think
nuts.
150 is more than enough.
So, Horizon Forbidden West long rumored DLC, which featured in the recent leaked, bolstered a recent comment. For example, the recent comment: if Horizon multiplayer spinoff is eventually confirmed to be real, it's easy to imagine the project will be heavily influenced by Alo's mainline adventures. So they're talking about the DLC for this one might be a multiplayer experience.
Oh, That would be nice.
Then I'd have to
It'd
get
be
it.
cool to
again.
throw
Actually, no,
it
I
into
have it. I
this
still have it.
existing world.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it seemed like that's what they were leaning towards when you're playing this one, because you had someone following Aloy majority of the time, and they talked about picking a tribe and all that stuff. But that would be cool. I would re-download this game and just do the multiplayer.
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely.
Fingers crossed, man.
Yeah.
Let us know what y'all want to see in the next Horizon game. Do you want it to be co-op? Do you want it to be more open, less open? I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yep.
I want less open. Well, not less open. Less bullshit.
Less bullshit.
Take out the bullshit. Give me the
Brett reads
good,
everything.
solid content. Yes, I do.
Anything he picks up, he's sitting there. What are you doing, Brett? I'm reading.
I've literally read everything in Gotham Knights so far.
Oh my god.
It's so easy. It's so easy.